So that was pretty awesome. I loved that horned lizard that Coyote Peterson shared with us in his Brave Wilderness series. Orange Social Studies and Science folder is what you're going to want right now. And then you can pull out this Connect the Dot booklet. Okay, so we're turning just past the last page that we did, which was that little chicken that kind of looked like a penguin, that one right there. We're going right here to the horned lizard, okay? And I know this doesn't look exactly like it, but it's a little bit close. So we're going to start with the number 1 first and sequence the numbers through the number 10. So let's go ahead and do that with a pencil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To tell you the truth, there were so many things fascinating about that lizard, the horned lizard. The fact that it looked all prickly and everything, but he was able to pick it up. The cameraman who was able to touch it, no problem, and it was soft. It wasn't really spiky, except for the spikes on its head, which were bone, which helped it to prevent it from getting eaten by a predator. So I'm going to go ahead and color mine. I'm going to start with just putting like little spots all over it, because if you noticed, this animal was a master of camouflage because he blended very easily into his environment by looking like the sand that he lives in. Okay. So another fascinating fact about this lizard, did you hear that he could actually shoot blood out of his eyes? That's a pretty good trick. Let me see, what else was he saying about it? I just forgot what I was saying, but the way he puffed up, and that when he was holding him, he was just kind of sitting in his hand. He wasn't really, trying to escape or anything or get away. I'm just putting in some little lines with my gray crayon, and yeah, that the way he puffed up, and that he only eats ants, the horned lizard, so it's not really good to have him to keep him for a pet. So did you notice his habitat? Where did he live? That's right, he lived in the desert. This was definitely a desert animal. You could see it was dry and hot where he lived. So, and when they are lizards, that means they're cold-blooded. So their body heats up in the sun, and then it cools off when it cools off outside. So, as in comparison, people, cats, a lot of mammals, I think all mammals were warm-blooded. So that means our temperature doesn't change. So since you've noticed, you get your temperature taken, it's usually somewhere about 98.6. If you're in the Arctic, where it's super cold, or if you go to the snow where it's super cold, you can take your temperature and it's still 98.6. You can go to the tropics where it's really hot and you're out in the sun all day, and you can take your temperature and it's still 98.6. So our blood stays the same temperature. For lizards and reptiles, their blood changes temperature depending on the environment that they're in. So if the desert is warm, then their blood's going to warm up. If the desert is cold at night, then their blood is going to cool down. Okay, so that's what it means to be cold-blooded. It's really not that their blood is cold all the time. It's just going to go up and down depending on what the temperature is outside. So I'm going to finish coloring here, giving him a little bit of camouflage. That was really fun to watch that video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, then maybe give a little bit of, now the eyes were kind of a darker color. I noticed that. So I'll color those a darker color. I don't think I'm going to draw the blood coming out there because we didn't see that. And then I'm going to just color the tongue here. Okay. All right. Great lesson. I love that lesson. I love learning about that animal. I hope you enjoy it as well. Give myself my exit ticket. I'm going to close this up just like that. And this goes back into my Science and Social Studies and Art folder for next time.